An Emirates A380 landed at Los Angeles International Airport as usual on February 28th at 1:37 p.m. But something unusual happened after that. A war started in the Middle East and the jumbo jet couldn't fly back to Dubai due to airspace closures. The airplane sat in Los Angeles for a little over 4 days. What does it actually cost an airline when a giant aircraft like this gets stuck overseas for 4 days? The real extra airport cost starts from parking the aircraft longer than planned. LAX charges aircraft parking by the day for remote stands. The structure looks something like this: about $1,000 for the first day, $2,000 for the second day, and $3,000 for the third day, and then about $3,000 for each additional day. Now, since the A380 sat for just over 4 days, let's assume the additional parking fees could reach roughly about $9,000. But the airport bill is only a small part of the story. Next comes the crew. An A380 long-haul flight typically carries about 28 crew members. So if we assume roughly about $140 per room per night and every crew member gets their own room, the hotel bill alone could come to about $4,000 per night. Now add meals, transportation, daily allowances, and the airline could spend roughly about $6,000 per day supporting the crew. Over 4 days, that's roughly about $24,000. We haven't gotten to the largest expense yet. And guess what? It's the passengers. An A380 can carry 400 to 500 passengers. Now, if the return flight is cancelled and the passengers need hotels, meals, and transportation, airlines often spend $200 to $300 per passenger per night during disruptions. That means passenger care alone could range anywhere between $80,000 to $300,000, depending on how many passengers need accommodation and for how long. But the biggest financial impact may actually come from the aircraft not flying. Airlines schedule their aircraft extremely tightly. That same A380 was likely supposed to fly back to Dubai and continue other long-haul flights. Now, instead, it sat in Los Angeles for 99 hours. In that amount of time, the aircraft could potentially have completed 2 full long-haul rotations. For a route like Los Angeles to Dubai, one flight can generate roughly $470,000 to $780,000 in revenue, including both passenger tickets and cargo carried in the belly of the aircraft. If 2 rotations were missed, which equals 4 long-haul sectors, that represents $1.9 million to $3.1 million in potential lost revenue. And when you combine the operational disruption with the lost revenue opportunity, the total impact of this situation could realistically fall somewhere between $2 and $3.5 million. And that's just from one aircraft sitting idle for 4 days. Emirates operates 265 aircraft. Even for an airline as large as Emirates, that's a pretty significant blow. Now you know what it roughly costs an airline to keep an aircraft from not flying. Thanks for watching. And if you like this kind of content, please feel free to subscribe and hit the like button.